Could you share with us your journey in the hospitality industry and what drew you to your current role as a CCO at Kempinski Hotels?
Yes, well, my whole career has been in hospitality and luxury hotels. I started with Starwood and I had a wonderful career journey with them for 24 years. And I worked through sales, marketing, e-commerce. I was a general manager with one of their hotels. And then I'm very excited to say that I discovered the Kempinski brand, very European, very different brand. And I joined them over 7.5 years ago. And I love it because this journey is able to combine sales, marketing, revenue management, public relations, crisis communications. And I think because I was a general manager before, that operational knowledge is also very interesting for people. So I've been in the industry about 35 years now.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a very long journey.
Yes, but I'm full of passion and energy for the beautiful luxury hotel industry.
How do you define a MICE hotel? In your opinion, what's the difference between China and other countries? What is the new trend as you are traveling from different places and you might know some of the MICE industry?
Yes. Meetings and incentives is such an important part of any hotel's makeup of business. And of course, we have some hotels which are far more suitable for larger events and then, of course, smaller boutique size events. I love the way China has taken the meetings industry online. And I think the rest of the world needs to catch up with China. You like to showcase your hotels online. You can make RFP requests. You can make amazing bookings, all online. The rest of the world isn't really there yet. So I think, we need to catch up. Floor plans, videography, better photography, and I think a better understanding of what the customer wants, and we must deliver.
Right.
I'm seeing in China much shorter lead groups. So whereas the rest of the world, America, for instance, can book 2 years out or even more, maybe for association business can be 3 or 4 years out.
Correct.
In China, I know that big events can be booked up to 1 month or even 3 weeks ahead of time.
Right.
So to me, the market's dynamic. It's really exciting. And I truly think that the rest of the world can learn a lot from what China is doing in this meeting space. Now, we're very interested in our Chinese guests coming out to our hotels. And we have some amazing properties which are absolutely perfect for both the incentive travel and also meeting travel.
Can you name some instance?
Yes, certainly. So, immediately comes to mind our Kempinski Hotel in Budapest. I mean, this property with the city being so much ready for exploration, very safe, very welcoming. And then we also have the Adlon Kempinski in Berlin, huge meeting space with 2 ballrooms. We have our Munich property, the Wehrhausen in Munich. I mean, these are just some examples of where we're really very expert in welcoming those all-important meeting groups to our properties.
Yeah. Like what you said, considering the dynamic nature of MICE industry, what have been some of the key challenges that Kempinski has faced in this sector? And how have you adapted to navigate through them?
Yes, I think that it's fair to say a lot of international hotel groups are learning about sustainability. How do we welcome groups that want to be contributing to the world around us and not taking the resources? So we're trying to find ways to invent beautiful meetings where it's a very sustainable outcome, the way that we feed our guests without waste, the way that we look at the way presenting water, for instance.
Right.
We're looking at cage-free eggs. We really consider every aspect of a successful meeting without leaving a bad footprint on the world. So that's been a challenge, and some companies are more concerned about that than others, but we embraced it. We also need to understand about technology. And what role does AI play in the latest meetings industry, putting a pro forma together where those companies are being creative, they're bringing new ideas, they want to use the best equipment that is possible. Are we ready for that? And that requires investment.
Correct.
Or it requires a true partnership with some very, very moving ahead AV companies and staging companies. So I would say that it's a challenge that we've been able to embrace and also in many parts overcome.
Right. Like what you said on sustainability and also the innovative technologies.
Yes.
And those are the new things that we need to implement into the MICE industry
Absolutely.
to enhance the experience of the attendees and the MICE organizers.
Well, you remember through COVID, it was all virtual.
Correct.
And then when we came out of COVID, it was very hybrid.
Yeah.
So part virtual, part people in the room. We feel the trend now is to get people back together. People want to really network, relationship build, and I think that you can't so easily do that unless you're actually together. So creating a safe and conducive environment to all of those factors has been a real key for Kempinski.
Right. At least, we need to communicate. We are human beings.
Yes.
We need to see
yes.
each other face to face.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Correct.
I knew that we were doing this wonderful roadshow and we had a lot of customers and the meetings industry is at the forefront. And so I said, I'm coming over here to see everybody.
Right. That's all the, what do we say about hospitality industry as well?
Yes, absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
As the global MICE industry is on the path to recovery, how is Kempinski Hotel's MICE business performing? What significance does the MICE sector hold within the Kempinski Group?
Yes, well, firstly, let me tell you, this meetings industry and this segment is really important for Kempinski. We see it as a necessary part of our success. And that's because we like to look at total revenue management. We appreciate that there's catering business, food and beverage business, of course, even when a group will come to the bars and restaurants after the event. And then the all-important group movement of occupancy in the accommodation rooms. So it's enormously important. Now, as far as China for China, we find that it's very strong for Kempinski hotels, starting to come back to pre-COVID levels. Not there yet in terms of volume.
Yep.
However, we're not so far seeing too much movement outbound. And we really look forward to welcoming Chinese guests back to our European or Asian locations and, of course, South America, wherever they are travelling to, because we don't see so much volume just yet.
Yeah, I think it's on the way.
I hope so.
Yeah, in the near future, it will come soon.
Fantastic, yes.
Yes.
Well, we're ready to welcome. We have some amazing programs. We understand that language is important, some television stations, some food choices. We have to be prepared to welcome our Chinese guests back to our hotels.
Correct. So when they come, we are ready.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Sustainability is becoming increasingly crucial in hospitality. How does Kempinski ensure that its practice, particularly in my sector, align with sustainable and environmental friendly principles?
Yes, well, we're constantly doing a lot of homework. So, we produce an ESG report once a year. This report is extremely extensive, well over 100 pages of what Kempinski is doing, the goals that we're setting for our company. We're educating our general managers because really this will not work unless each individual hotel understands the importance of how to deliver a sustainable meeting, a sustainable footprint for the future. And so we rely on this education process and working through each of our 82 hotels to do that.
In recent years, innovative and experiential aspects have become pivotal in MICE events. Can you share how Kempinski is incorporating innovative elements and technologies to ensure the experience of attendees and organizers in MICE events?
Again, I think we really share best practice. What it taught us over the last few years is that every region in the world can adopt and learn from another region. We used to think very much, I think, local for local. You know, how would the Chinese guest enjoy a meeting? What are they doing for creative and innovative solutions? But why were we not taking that best practice and bringing it to Europe? And equally, why can we not take those European or indeed Asia Pacific traits and take them to another country in the world? So the sharing of best practice has really been where we're learning a lot from within the group.
Yep.
We are also very willing to listen to and talk to our Global Hotel Alliance member brands.
Right.
Some are very MICE focused, and we have dialogue and we have meetings. We're also learning from those partners. And we recently hired a very experienced Vice President of Food and Beverage to really bring some of the incredible knowledge that he's had over the years to bring innovation and creativity to Kempinski meetings. I think the way to sum up the whole journey is that it's really about understanding what the customer wants, what they expect, and then how can we, in the most incredible way, deliver to their needs and go beyond their expectations.
Cool. I have finished all the questions.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, pleasure. So nice to
Yes.
meet you and spend time with you.
Me too.